It's time to gather together. Hi there, I'm Yelta, and I'll be buying the first round while we chat about Final Fantasy XIV. This is episode 13. Pull up a chair and join us. On the menu tonight, we are going to talk news. Heavensward news. Live letter from the producer. Announcement for E3 is coming up. We're going to talk about Heavensward early access details. New countdown of fan art. A barrage of dev blog posts leading up to the launch of Heavensward. And fan mail. But first, let's shoot the shit. What has been going on this week? I'm going to start with Kariri.
Hey, I didn't get up to much except for turn 13. I want it done before I enter the gates of Ishgard. I just want it over with. So I practiced a few times. Still don't have it down. I think the best run I did, we got to 20%, and that was with you guys. Had a couple of train wrecks after that, but with other groups, but getting close. As a static, we're getting damn close. That's about all I got up to this week. How about you, Ruby?
I'm in the same boat with you guys. We did the 20% run on Thursday of last week, which was fantastic. We really have it. We're in phase 4. We're practicing the mechanics in phase 4, but when you get to phase 4, you really have it as long as people take care of the Earthshakers properly and continue the same mechanics. We've got it. Now, that being said, I joined with Cinna and some others, and I actually got my turn 13 clear, so I'm an asshole.
We'll get the tar and feather.
Yes, please. Please hurt me badly. But I'll like it. but from experience, once we got into the fourth phase, it was just rinse, wash, repeat. It's more in the tanks and healers keeping that part alive, and the DPS just making sure that the Earthshaker mechanic's done. So that was fantastic. Very happy there. I did my tournament, which tournament is so lackluster now. I feel like, every 2 weeks we bring this up on the podcast, but I went ahead and knocked it out. So ladies, please finish your tournament before Tuesday so you can get that massive amount of MGP if you haven't done it, or listeners as well. And then beyond that, it's just been helping people, just trying to get some stuff done before it's all over with. I'm trying to get the bucket list stuff going, but I'm kind of running out of stuff to finish on the bucket list. I've got Blacksmith left to do, and it's like, do I really want to waste the leave quest just in case I want to do it for something else later? Do I want to waste the rested XP because I want to use it for my main going forward? So it's a game of resources. Like, I guess finish Poetic, so I'll have enough to cash in when we get the new tomestones. Now it's just really trying to figure out what I need to surplus going into Heavensward. And the only other thing I would say is don't do the tower climb. The tower climb is so gross this week. The tower climb is so gross this week. I went into the trolliest world of darkness I've ever been in my life. We finished with 10 minutes left on the clock. Like, people were purposefully destroying mechanics. I kind of take that back. I'm not even sure if they were purposefully doing it. There were some really, really, really gross people in that world of darkness. And I can't even explain it, but it's like nobody cares at all the week before an expansion. So if this is what you plan on doing this week, good luck. That's all I got. Yelta?
Like you guys, I did that T13 practice. We got to 20%. I really think if it had been like Wednesday, we would have gotten it. But it was like Thursday after our break, which tends to be just a train wreck anyway. I don't know why. We start talking and there's no focus. So I'm thinking maybe this week we can do it. Otherwise, I might just have to see if any of my friends are doing it in different link shells or something, because I just kind of want to get it done. I did do one thing I wanted to get done before Heavensward. I did get my Lilith Rod Zeta.
Yes.
So,
congratulations!
Congrats. Well, that last... Ruby, that last whole phase is anticlimactic. It's like
Super.
basically I joined a pony. Okay, so I've been also pony farming. I've got like 3 ponies now, and we were doing Shiva because I need a nightmare, and Shiva was bright or bonus window anyway. And I joined one, and we farmed that shit for 2 hours. I actually had a really good time. They were a nice group of people. They were chatting, but at the same time, we were clearing it, and just I mean, it was a 4 black mage party or something. We were clearing it super fast. Even when I disconnected, my husband walked into the room and like rebooted the router, and it wouldn't let me log in for 10 minutes. Those they waited around for me to come back for 10 minutes.
Wow.
Oh no.
That's nice.
Yeah. Well, they kicked me from the party because they didn't know if I don't know if they like re-queued up or whatever, but when I came back in, they invited me back to the party and we went again.
Super
So
cool.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
I did see a nightmare whistle drop. I did not win it, but unlike you two, I've been like looking in the party finder. There's all of these pony farms. I've been joining the pony farms, and I'm too scared to do anything harder than like T10 in a pug. But I've been joining pugs, and I've been trying to level my ninja up. I'm not going to get it done before Heavensward, but I might get to level 40, I guess. I have like a huge bucket list, and I can't get it all done. So I'm not going to worry about it too bad, though. I'm not going into World of Darkness though, because that
Please don't.
the tower climb's not worth it.
Horror stories right now.
Well, even when the tower climb first came out, right, and like the night of reset, you could get a decent party, but any other night you were fucked.
Oh, well, I see. I did it on a Sunday, so I should have
Yeah.
taken my own advice and not done it
Yeah,
on a
don't-
Sunday.
don't. What's really funny about that is somebody retweeted something I had tweeted when they first did the tower climb patch or whatever. And it was where I'm like, I'm totally done doing a Monday night tower climb. Apparently
not
they
surprised.
they had the same exact issue.
Oh yeah.
I never talk in Alliance chat, and I was blowing Alliance chat up. And it was mainly
no.
like, guys, if you see something orange on the ground, you should get out of it. It is of your benefit to walk out of an AoE. The whole, what was it? The eyeball? That was that was ridiculous. Like people
Oh, I
won't walk
bet.
out of the circles. And then I think we died to the heads of the dragon because nobody knew to kill the heads of the dragon.
Oh, but guys, it's probably all bots right now.
Well,
I know
it probably is.
I
all
know that a
bots.
month
Yeah.
ago I was in there, and I swear to God, both the white mages in my party, I think I talked about this before. They'd unsheath their weapon, walk slowly, like you know how you hit the slash key to walk. They'd walk
Mhm.
slowly around in a circle. They'd cast Medica 2, and they'd sheath their weapon, and they would do that over and over again.
But that's how I heal normally, Yelta. Is that not the mechanic? Is that not how you're supposed to do it?
Get good, scrub.
But if they're not doing Divine Seal, then they're doing it wrong.
Oh my
Divine
God.
Seal Medica 2 and do nothing for the rest of the fight.
Yeah. No, still got lots I want to get done. But oh well, it's almost time. Let's talk about the news. It's first round, which is, of course, news. The letter from the producer live, part 22. Is that right? Roman
Mhm.
numerals are hard. It's the Heavensward preview part 2. It's on Thursday. So, like now, almost. June 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific. What is that, noon our time?
Yep.
That's my lunch break then, right?
Watch it.
Watch it. Yoshi P will be hosting a presentation and demonstrating gameplay that showcases airship crafting, the new loot system, and more. There will be no Q&A, so I'm sorry we can't ask about tacos, guys.
No.
Sorry, Millie.
Sorry, Millie.
And this answers my concern was, will you please show us something new? We have not seen airship crafting, the new loot system, right?
Correct.
No, that's correct.
So yeah. Well, and they tried to explain the new loot system to us, and they're like, it'll be easier if you can see it. So maybe it'll make sense.
Yeah, we've had some explanation a little bit before, like the greed and other things, but it seems like every time they talk about it, there's like a different aspect that they add to it. So I want to see the encompassing loot system. I want to see all the options that they have.
I'd like to see it in action, yeah.
All I know is I have to schedule my boss out of the office Thursday at noon.
Oh, yep, Thursday at noon, guys. I'm excited. The next news item is announcing the Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward early access details. They have, I think most of this has been announced before, but Heavensward's here basically, guys. So if you haven't already, there is a comprehensive post that covers when it begins, what's required, blah, 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 how to register on all the platforms, and how to receive and register pre-order codes. As far as I know, I think the only platform that doesn't have their codes so far is the PS3, right?
Yeah, I think they're last or something to get
Their
it.
last. Yeah, I know Ulf today was downloading something, and he was like a kid on Christmas morning on his PS4 download. He's like, oh.
Nice. This post is long, which is why we're not reading it. There's a lot of
No.
stuff on here that explains how to get your stuff, when it's coming, which systems have early access and platforms and which do not. There's a lot of good stuff in here that's all found on the Lodestone. If you are still in limbo about which you're kind of running out of time. If you're listening to the show, you're pretty much out of time. But if you do have questions about early access, it's all spelled out on the Lodestone.
And just speaking about Heavensward itself, yes, you have to complete the storyline through 2.55. I don't remember the name of the quest, but you have to complete it or you can't go to Ishgard, guys. You can't unlock the jobs. I'm sorry it sucks and you're crying, but that's what it is. I saw
Suck it up, crybaby, and do it.
Yep.
Well, and I saw questions today. I saw new posts on MMO Champion or something. I can't remember what I was surfing on. But they're like, "Oh, I quit after the Ultima battle and I'm coming back now. I can't wait for Heavensward." And I'm like, "Oh, honey. You need to do the storyline."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it kind of sucks, but at the same time, I can understand where a new player or an old player coming back would be like, "Oh, I want to see Heavensward," but at the same time, this game is going to give you so many fast ways to catch up. We're getting XP bonuses on those early quests. We're getting priority queuing into fights you need if you haven't cleared. We're getting gear to help you hit those gear levels needed for content. If you really want, and I should probably do this once. I should probably create a character and play through to see how long it would take a new person. I did this in 1.0. People were crying, "Oh my god, I can't do whatever with a new character." It was like 1.23, and I created a character, and all I did with him is the storyline, and I had gil coming out of my ears, I had decent equipment, and I was clearing stuff easily. So I might need to do that experiment again.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Zante, he just posted something in one of our chat groups saying that he just got one of his alts all the way through the storyline too, and it sounded like he did it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So,
well, let me sidestep a little bit because I know we all here had recently read an article, Yelta for sure, from somebody who was explaining about Heavensward and how it's impossible to get all the way up to Heavensward and what a chore it would be and all this stuff. And Yelta, this all goes back to your comment that you've made on several podcasts that if you don't love the base game, Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn 2.0, if you don't love the 2.0 experience, Heavensward is not going to change the game where you love it again.
No, I really believe that. I don't think if you played, let's say you played 2.0 through the Ultima battle, you saw the original credits roll, right? And if you didn't love it enough to keep playing at 2.1, 2.2, I mean, there have been many content patches. If you have not bothered to come back, there is nothing in Heavensward, I believe, that's going to just completely make this an orgasmic experience for you, right? If you hated it before, them unlocking everything instantly once you install Heavensward is not going to make you love the game.
Right. And to the author of that article, don't run Stone Vigil over
gear.
and over for gear. Are you Are you ignorant? Do not run Stone Vigil over and over for gear. That is not how the game is meant to be played.
Well, and I actually, I went to the comments section of that article. I don't remember how much of this I talked about before, but I went to the comments section of that article, and they're like, I'm eye level 72. There's no way I can get to eye level 90 and finish the storyline before Heavensward. And I'm like, okay, I just did this with my husband. This is where you do. This is what you do. This is what you do. And then I found out actually he was further back. He actually was not at 2.4 or 2.5. He was actually at the end of 2.0. He had not done 2.1.
Oh wow.
So right, so we're like exchanging comments and whatnot, and then so like his first comment was all complainy, and after talking to him, he's like, "Well, I got this really good free company, and they're helping me through things," and he's like flying through content as far as I can tell. I'm like, "Sweetie, you're fine. I don't know what you're bitching about." But I saw a lot of that today too on different sites. They're like, I'm eye level 80 and I need eye level 90. And I'm like, I didn't even type anything, but I'm like, run this, this, and this and check how much soldier you have. Because you're fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they should explain the soldiery better or something. I don't know, but it's not really that difficult to get the gear that you're looking for. So anyway, if you're listening to this and you're stuck at eye level 88, stop running Stone Vigil. Do something different and get the eye level 90 that's required.
Unlock the tower or run your roulettes or something, because you can do better very easily. Okay, so early access is almost here. And to, I don't know, commemorate the occasion, they are having a illustration countdown.
Ooh, these are nice.
So pretty.
Oh my gosh, there's some really nice ones in here. Just starting at the top. Well, okay, the one that's linked instantly. I laughed because someone tweeted the picture. Someone else replied something about Penceless Ward.
Oh, really? I missed it.
Because it's this little like Makoti chick, and like her skirt is
ass.
so short.
She is the epitome of a kitty whore. Yes.
Cinna goes, "Where's her tail?" I'm like, "Tail?
Oh, I
keep that tail out of the way. Let me check this out."
That's
you know why I like this picture? This picture, not the ass. The ass is cute.
Ruby, we know why you like this.
Other than the Makote ass, the reason this picture is cool, it's not Dragon's Lair, but whatever, Space Ace. It looks very Space Ace to me if you know the Space Ace game or the Dragon's Lair genre of games, where it's like the 80s kind of laser pop look.
Yes.
And it's like comic booky, but space, but the way the 9 and the arrows, I swear, go, if you have no idea what Space Ace is, go Google it, go watch a YouTube video. Don Bluth is the artist. It's an old arcade game. It's like the beginning of arcade games in the 84 or whatever. And it's just this pop sci-fi 80s look that I love. And the number 9 Heavensward illustration is just chock full of it to me. I love it.
And I love the Aura guy on the day 8 one in his gear. And oh god, there's so many of the pretty ones. Day 10 with the Astrologian and just so many good ones. 13's kind of badass. And then they had another thread.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that fans have been submitting the countdown art.
God,
and then
this started before
the countdown.
That one started. This one started. They like copied the fans. This came out weeks ago.
This is hot. I've gone back because we have a friend, Virgil Renata, who's an artist. Many artists are on our server, the Excalibur server, and many have participated across all servers onto this Tumblr blog with their artwork, and the art is just beautiful.
Yeah, I'm very jealous of their skill. There's all sorts of styles, both on the fan art and on the official one. There's so many nice drawings. I think there's way more nipple in the fan art one. Where is it?
Yeah.
18 days left.
18 days. Yeah, I'm in the 18 days. I'm looking for nips.
Nips.
Yo, I see them. They are flinging right here. They are male nips, so
They
listeners,
are manly nipples.
I
yes.
apologize if you're looking for another gender, but they're definitely man nips here.
I can't help you with ladies' nips. I haven't seen any. Maybe some side boob, maybe.
I like the fat chocobo with the cake too on 22 days.
I like this one of Nelson Mandela. Oh wait, that's
What the heck?
The fuck, Ruby?
I think that's the guy from Old Never mind.
Jesus.
Well, that was not even late. I don't even know what they're named. Oh, okay, that one's 21 days. But yes, there's so many good ones, and
We have
it's
such a
so
talented
interesting.
group, you know.
I'm so jealous of all the artistic people in the fans. Oh, 16 days are those little what they are from the
The
What are those-
mandragora and the
oh no, 16. I'm sorry, 16 days.
16 days.
It's not. It's the little brown fat guys that were in the benchmark. They're,
Oh,
like,
the little
hanging out eating-
owl-looking
Yeah, the
guy.
owl.
Owl
Things.
thingies. I don't know what those are
That's
named.
What are they,
fantastic.
Vanus or something? Maybe.
I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. But kudos, you guys. This is
Adorable.
awesome. And not only to have the skill to create these things, but I've created stuff but not been brave enough to put it out there. But you submitted it, so that's awesome. Fans across all servers have been submitting the countdown art. Japanese servers have been doing the same. Reinhardt has actually been tweeting some of their artwork, so yay.
Very cool.
What's on tap? Today's special is Devblog and Tracker because we're overflowing
Wow.
with Devblog and Tracker.
Oh, yeah.
at
Wow.
Devblog. Oh my goodness.
Kamate has overloaded us.
I don't know if they were like bored or had a bet, but damn, there is a lot of Devblog. The first one is Walk to the Finish Line.
Pun-tastic.
Pun-tastic.
All of these are.
Oh my goodness. So that one came out on the 9th, and they're really talking about the Twitter contest, the Chocobo race. You either think it's really fun or fucking spamming your inbox,
or you block
right?
everybody on your Twitter account.
I know. Poor Cinna's like, the race is coming up. Sorry, guys. I'm muting you all.
Well, I pretty much did the same thing. It's like Chocobo race is coming up. I will see you on Twitter when it's over.
Well, it's only like a couple hours. Was it every Tuesday or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, I totally ignored this because it annoyed me.
Yeah, it
On my
says
Twitter?
races every Tuesday, 1 to 2 p.m. PDT. And you could tweet your way to prizes like a custom Final Fantasy XIV laptop.
Let's see how it works. Sign up for a race and choose your Chocobo. Races start at 1 p.m. PDT. We'll automatically send a tweet on your behalf to get your Chocobo off the starting line. Your Chocobo speeds up when friendly retweets and replies to your hashtag FFXIV Chocobo race tweets. And number 4, come back and log in to watch the race live and pick up your pace with speed boost challenges. So you can win some stuff. One grand prize winner wins a, wow, this is kind of nice, MSI GS60 Ghost Gaming laptop valued at $1,800. Wow, that's nice.
Damn.
That beats my rig. Heavensward Collector's Edition, so that's cool. And then a 60-day game time card valued at $30. And there's some sweepstake prizes that you win, the game and a mouse and mouse pad or a headset. Some runners-up wins a logo towel. I think we had that at FanFest, the logo towel.
But I don't have one. So.
But you don't have one, so, get your retweets on. Let me block you on Twitter, and hope you win.
I did it this last time around, and I actually, the previous weeks I was in with like Mistech or something, or other people who had like thousands of followers. They like, all
sure.
these like Twitch
Well,
streamers,
that helps.
which is fine.
This text number 7 I see on this thing. I don't know if that's the actual racing guide, which, all power or more power to Mr. Not all power. You can't have all
more
power.
though,
But more
'cause
power.
Damn, we use your videos
And all that. We love your videos, and Mr. Happy and all those others that have 1 million followers that they can get this thing going. But to me, it's another Twitter spam thing. So I don't know.
Well, and okay, first of all, luckily for me, okay, I'm at work when this is going on. Luckily, my work site does not block anything to do with this, so I can actually keep going to the site. I can watch it, and there's like boosts, so the entire period of time the race is going on, they're like, what do you like better, a white mage or black mage? Who would you bring with you, a warrior or a paladin? And so you do another tweet, and I can actually do that from work. I feel bad for those people who are like, man, I don't get home for 6 more hours. But I did get the 3rd place on my course.
Oh, nice. That's
Awesome.
nice. I kind of want this person in 3rd place here to win, Justin Dawson, Taco Picasso. Just hoping that he can, promote the taco agenda if he wins the whole thing.
Promote the taco agenda.
There is a
Final Fantasy Taco Party 2016.
There is a taco agenda. There's an underlying taco agenda. The monarchists are trying to get taco laws passed in Ul'dah, and I'm totally.
I think tacos come from Alamigo.
Alamigo tacos. They're the better taco. They're not like Ul'dah taco. Alamigo tacos are the better tacos. They use fresher meats and vegetables. Please vote for tacos.
All right, the next one up was I Just Want to Fly. All of these are puntastic. We have a very angry-looking Aura male. He looks very badass. They're showing off the single-person airship mount, as far as I can tell. Oh, and that one's different. They're not all the same or something?
Oh.
Yeah, the 3rd picture down is different. So I don't know what to think about solo airship mounts. To me, airships are 20 people can go on it, but it's cute.
Yeah. I'm more interested in what the airship music is going to be. Like, what is a personal airship music going to be? Is it going to be a throwback to a previous airship music?
Oh my God,
Some people have been wanting 4's airship music because it's the most like calming. It sounds good. I don't know what I want. Like, if I chose an airship music, I like 8's airship music. I kind of excited. I want like Final Fantasy IV's I think it's Mambo de Chocobo is what I'm wanting, and the flying black chocobo. I hope that comes back. But airships, pretty excited about this.
I want it to be whichever is the most soothing music. I feel like solo airship, I know I'm not getting in trouble. I haven't brought my whole crew. This is just me like gliding around feeling awesome.
4's is a good choice.
All right.
4's airship music is a good choice for that.
Very cool. The next blog post was upcoming item adjustments for Heavensward. Stuff is going away, guys, and they warned us, is really what it boils down to.
This actually links back to that thread in March 31st of this year. So we talked about this on an earlier podcast for sure, but I'm glad they brought it up again because you don't want people going, well, I didn't know about that.
So what are the items? Pretty much all that like stuff that carried over from 1.0. Infernal Seals, Vortex Seals, Tremor Seals, Infernal Totem. The Couponut Charms, Furry's Anthem, which I don't even remember what that is.
Me either.
I don't know.
No idea.
And Cracked Materia, because goddamn, if you have not turned in your Cracked Materia by now, I have no sympathy for you. So there's several items that are going away. The Free Anthem specifically is apparently can be exchanged for wolf marks, so do it if you have one. Cracked Materia is going away. The nice thing about Cracked Materia is you can turn it in for any other materia of its class, I think, right?
So find the one, go to the auction house, find the one that's worth the most. If you're not doing anything with materia, I'd say sell it now, but selling it now is really pathetic.
Cracked Materia is not even tradable.
No, but trade it for the one that you want.
Oh, trade it for
and then sell that.
Yes.
But right now, materia sells for crap because it's so late in the game, the people who are buying materia. So you might, if you've got a 4, sell it. When the game comes back, I bet they'll be,
they're going to go up again.
Yeah, they'll go up again because
they'll go up a little bit.
Even if 5s are coming, people are still going to need 1, 2s, 3s, and 4s to build up to the 5. For example, if 5 is in a relic situation, for those of you who have done relic, you know that you can have X number of 1s, X number of 2s, X number of 3s. And even if it's not...
Threes were the big ones.
Threes are big.
Those were cost me the most.
Twos cost money too, because like if you go back to like crafting gear, a lot of the crafting gear, when you materia to it, the 1s and 2s are worth a lot because you do like maybe 1 4 and then the rest in like 1s and 2s to kind of round it out. So do a little bit of research. Find out, do I want crafting, gathering? Do I want your main stat material, or these like determination or something? Which ones are going to be the best, and try to find the one that's going to make you the most money when it comes around. And look at the big picture. Are relics involved? What about when the new armor and things come out for crafters? Or do I want to do something that is going to benefit a crafter in the meantime? So try to do a little bit of research, but you're going to have to hurry to trade this cracked materia. You can't wait for Heavensward to trade it in to make you some money. You're going to have to speculate, make a decision, and hope that it sells for something when Heavensward comes out.
Well, and I feel like that about almost all of the materials on your retainers right now. I really think they're going to roll out a whole new tier of stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone's going to care about any of this shit on my 4 retainers.
Some of your stuff is going to be worthless, and some of your stuff that was worthless is going to be worth a lot more. And I don't know.
But we don't know what it's going to be. So, all right. Lights, camera, actions 1 and actions 2. I'm going to talk about both of them at the same time. We're just going to go down. These are screenshots of abilities, job abilities. The first one is Paladin. It's very shiny. I actually kind of like the way it looks.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. That one's going to be fun.
Warrior, you're trapped in some sort of blue diamond. I don't understand.
I think it's a 12-sided die. I think they're playing Dungeons and Dragons here.
No, that would be 8.
Oh, this is an 8-sided
cathedral.
die? Well, I failed math.
You don't play yeah, you fail math. Dark Knight has a very red lightning with balls. There's a lot going on there.
Red balls.
Dragoon might be my favorite with the scaly dragon writhing around.
I kind of like the bear better than the Dark Knight animation in the Dark Knight.
I almost said that.
It's kind of badass.
Like, the bear looks awesome. And in one of the videos, Yoshi P is like, see that bear down there? It would eat my face. So I'm hoping that this bear, were it on a live server, would have eaten that Dark Knight. Ninja, those look like some sort of Oriental lettering, which is bizarre to me, but okay. Monk is just, what's that?
It's white.
I don't even know.
Sort of
and
white.
the body is above the white, like
He's like
horizontal
like Dragon
to
Ball,
the ground.
right?
Mm-hmm.
This is like some sort of Dragon Ball.
Hama,
It's
hama,
over
something toward the ground.
It's over 9,000.
Yeah.
Is all I know. The next one was we had Summoner first. It's spiky and white. Bard has Does that look like a bard ability to you?
No, it looks like either Dark Knight or a Summoner or something like Black Magi. I don't know.
I'm super curious because it's some sort of like black and purple reddish ability.
Another
and it's
bear.
Like,
I see a bear in front of this.
Looks like a white bear maybe this time. I don't know. Or it's just.
That does look like a white bear. Yeah.
It's hard to tell. Black Mage, no idea. Apparently, balls to the face is the name of this movie.
Well, that's the
Yes,
expansion name.
yes.
Balls to my face.
Balls to the face. And taco.
And tacos.
Tacos and balls.
I don't know what Machinist is doing. There's some sort of lightning thing. I'm assuming that thing over there in the corner of the picture looks like maybe that thing he can put out. That
Looks like balls.
tool. There's.
I see 2 balls in this picture.
Oh my god! I'm
But
scrolling
yeah,
The one on the
down.
right is bigger.
Not totem, but totem. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the machine thing.
Scholar has some sort of shieldy bubble, guys. White Mage, we talked about this, Ruby and I. That's got
This is
the green
like
stuff.
Arrow 8, I think it is. It's like the biggest arrow spell ever. They skipped 3, they went on to 8. This
No,
is.
I think 9. There's 9 balls.
Oh, there's 9.
Did we mention
1,
that
2.
there's balls?
There are
balls.
9 balls, and this is Arrow 9. That you're surrounded by a ball. Basically, the expansion's name is balls.
balls.
Yeah.
I like astrologians. I don't know what's going on in this picture, but I love I like purple. There's like swirly.
Sparkly.
It's super sparkly. So yeah, we've seen what makes me sad is okay, they showed us these awesome screenshots, but they have not told us.
Tell us the ability name or something.
Oh, it gets me is on the first one. They're like, oh, and we gave you a little treat. The little icons for all the new abilities are on there. Don't squint too hard though, because you'll get to see them soon. And I'm like, fuck you guys! I want to see them now. Make it bigger.
Tell me the name. I like zoom that shit in Chrome, and I'm like, I don't know. It's a fuzzy.
I keep clicking on the pictures, going enlarge, and they're not clickable. And I'm
enhance.
Like, why can't
enhance?
Make you bigger?
Enhance.
Every movie ever. They did also. Okay, another one. Exploring Heavensward, new dungeons. They showed us. I didn't even look at this. I have no idea.
No, it's the same shit.
It's the exact same.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, I'm scrolling down.
It's the dungeon crawl.
Yeah, there's the cathedral.
Go to the third one down. Did they show us that one with the little round houses? What's that?
What,
I
this
think
little
that's
tree?
Where the little guys live. The
Banu or something.
Yeah.
The little owl-looking people,
that's
maybe.
That's the new Brayflax, right?
Kind of looks that way.
I don't know.
New Stone Vigil. New.
And we saw the purpley one. Oh, there's the library one.
New Hawk Manor. New
Hawk Manor.
Creatures in jars.
We're not jaded at all. New.
I actually we talk about that, but we talked before starting recording how fucking excited we all are.
We're super excited.
Sure. So yeah,
we're teasing, but
we're teasing.
It's great.
But yeah, some sort of glowy shit and
new Hullbreaker Isle. New.
Get your tomes here.
Great.
Got the new coily looking dungeon.
I like the coil music. I know we've talked about this before. The jazzy, crazy music that is like what in the library.
No,
we'll see how that goes. Maybe there's like a little jumping pads or something cool to do. I'm excited for the Allegan stuff, and then they show us the video at the below here, which is the same video we've seen before of the dungeon crawl. So it's like there's some new pictures, but it's not enough. They're just teasing us for Thursday.
Yeah, this whole week it seems like teasing. They did show us what?
No, we're just so close now. I can't even get irritated with them anymore. I'm just like, okay, you're fucking with me now, but I don't even mind because I'm anticipating so much. Exactly.
I'm on vacation that whole week. I give no fucks.
Yep.
I got a couple days.
Oh, which one did you take?
I took off this Friday and next Monday.
Good for you.
Awesome. We'll be queuing up together for something.
Me too, but I'm on a family reunion trip, so.
Dial it in, man. No. You don't like those people anyway.
Nah. I'll bring my laptop.
Family? What is this?
Family. My family's in game.
They gave us another dev blog forward to the Forelands. They showed us pretty much the Dravanian Forelands. The first pictures, I don't care. The second ones, I still don't care. Mm-hmm. My favorite one, though, is the chocobos pecking her to death. Oh, why are you attacking me? Why?
Nope.
Yeah, chocobos
and then
will
the
kick
body.
Your ass.
Yes.
Oh, well, see, they told us if you take on two things your level, you're going to die.
They said the chocobos will fuck you up.
Yeah, I want to, like, as soon as I can get there, I want to take, like, as many people I can find and be like, let's go kill us some fucking chocobos.
I don't want to kill the chocobos.
They're evil. Those are bad chocobos.
See, they were bad Moogles, and I still didn't like killing them.
However, we do get maybe some sort of really cute, really
pink,
fucking cute puppy,
it's so
right?
Cute.
This puppy's cute.
It's adorable.
I really
Can't
do
you
like
see that walking around next to my little pink Lalafell? I mean, seriously.
Okay, in that screenshot, but scroll to the bottom. That it doesn't look pink in that one.
He's kind of purpley.
I guess. I might be.
I think he's pinky or purpley. I think he's somewhere in between.
I think he's going to be a gray, pinky, purple.
And I hope he's not a he. I hope he's a she because it's pinky purpley, wearing some sort of crown and
I think it's even better if it's a boy.
Oh God, that would be the prince. Kind of hilarious.
The prince with more curls, though.
I don't know what kind of dog. Is this a Pomeranian? What kind of dog is this? I don't know. Poodle? I don't know.
It's a small dog.
I don't know dogs.
Tiny, adorable creature.
I'm, however, on the screenshot above that, I am loving the castle aesthetic.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That thing is amazing.
Yeah, I am. I really like. We joke, but I really do like some of the themes that are coming up with the different zones and whatever. And I'm really I cannot wait to run through them.
The Heavensward architecture is beautiful. They have some very, very beautiful castles. I like the kind of keyhole kind of look that they. If you look at the base of the castle, the design looks like little
Yes.
people or little keyholes or something, and I just love the way that looks. And then there's like this little hint, even though it's majestic and beautiful, there's this hint of destruction and a little bit of ivy or plants that are crawling on it. So it's not new. It's an ancient
Oh, yeah.
castle or slightly destroyed.
It's like this shit was killed 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to go.
I want to go. Speaking of going, we want to go Heavensward. They showed us another dev blog post exploring Heavensward, new areas and flying mounts. I think a lot of this was like the same old, same old. In fact,
Yeah.
the very first screenshot is the screenshot splash page when you're loading into Corthus.
Totally.
Yes.
Right? No, that
Yes,
is it. Yeah.
It's
The
it.
second
Yep.
picture is like the first screenshot we saw.
Yes, every time you load into Quarthus. And then the next two are
They're-
pretty much the foundation. Like when they've updated the website, we're not covering that, but go to the website, see the changes. But they talk about the foundation and the pillars, which we talked about in the last episode or the previous one to that. And they're showing the same pictures that they've shown before.
Saying that, I still love the architecture, blah, blah, blah.
Me too.
And Dravania, I really feel like this first picture is a loading screen.
It will
They've
be.
They've showed us that one before.
Yep.
Yep.
I love how kind of somehow it looks like a place I'd have an adventure in, which is what I feel like is lacking in this game right now. I don't feel like I'm going out on an adventure. I'm going out to somewhere with training wheels. So I really like that this stuff looks wild and kind of far away from town and whatnot.
Well, and we keep talking about flying, like no big deal, but at the same time, looking at the zones and looking at the different pictures of it and the rivers and the fields and the mountains and the castles and the ruins and all the stuff, there are so many layers of it. There are all these islands in the sky, and then you're down in the valley, and you're down, and the little beastmen camps are sticking up on these little cliffs, and I really think the depth of it is going to be kind of more than we're expecting.
Yeah, you're so right. All these pictures we've been seeing have been from the sky, taking like a full view of everything, and we're like, oh, pretty, new zone, whatever. They haven't really got us on the ground next to a tree trying to walk across these lands. Especially these lands that are supposed to be 2 or 3 times bigger or 5 times bigger than the stuff that we're used to. Watch out. These may be huge ass areas.
Well, and the pictures only show us the 2-dimensional picture. I don't really get the feeling for it, except for when they show us little videos of them flying around. The flying around looks really, really 3-dimensional. I hope there's really hidden nooks, and I really hope there's, I hope the first time you walk out, it's dangerous because you haven't attuned with the wind currents. But then, after you can fly, I keep thinking of other games where I fly. There's like a Zelda game where I fly around. I'm like, oh, there's a little floating island, and oh, there's a heart piece there. I'm kind of hoping I have that same feeling here where I can go find a little hidden thing, and oh my gosh, there's an NM there that a soloable NM, or there's whatever. I keep hoping that there's I'm sold on the 3-dimensional flying areas. I just hope they made really good use of them.
Well, if you're talking about something like Skyward Sword, this Abalathia, the
Mhm.
second land, makes me think of Skyward Sword so much, floating through the lands, hitting these islands like you're talking about. This is going to be like your flying area, the Sea of Clouds, where you land on these small islands and look for treasure. To me, this looks like it.
Gosh, I hope so. I really want it to be that way. I really do. That I want that sense of exploration.
I keep thinking of it as a layered thing almost, because I think about the fresh level 50 running through the foresty area, avoiding the bear and running from the evil chocobos, and then up a level you see people standing in one of the beastmen camps, and then they shoot up a level from there, and you see these higher level people that have already unlocked the ethereal currents and are flying overhead. And I remember being not having my chocobo in 11 and in 14 and being so incredibly jealous of those who had gotten there already. And it was something I truly anticipated getting. I wanted that experience. I wanted to get there and achieve it and be part of the, it was part of the landscape. It was part of the world. And it was a huge deal to get that. So I keep picturing it going out from, just a real specific single battle on the ground to a sky full of flying mounts, and airships and things. I just from a miniature point to a more meta, level, I guess. I'm so excited.
I'm really hoping they designed it that way because one of the first things people were like, oh, flying. Well, and wow, we could just fly over everything, so nothing mattered. But I really feel like they limited that. You have to travel on foot. You have to experience the landscape on that bottom level before you can fly. And then, I'm hoping that, maybe you go higher and stuff kicks your ass worse. So, yeah, I'm with you. I remember doing a Juno run and like 3 people on chocobos ran past me and like dying, Yeah. So and that's to me, I'm hoping some of these places are dangerous too. I don't want them to be too dangerous. I don't want people not to be able to finish their storyline quest, but I want there to be places that are like, oh my fucking God, even in 1.0 we had that. I have the Wanderer's Shadow, what do they call that title? And that's by touching all the aetheryte crystals in the entire game. And some of those were guarded by really, really hard monsters. And you basically had to go with a group of people. I spent 2 hours with a friend running and die. He'd run in, die, and I'd run past whatever aggroed him, and then I'd raise him. This was, to me, it was like fun. Not everyone would like that, but I'm hoping there's something like that bring a couple friends because it's dangerous, but it's going to be cool.
Definitely.
Another thing that's cool is all the flying mounts. There's obviously the black chocobo is a flying mount. We have a dragon, one dragon. There's a griffin. There's another dragon that looks very snake-like. They actually kind of. There's more flying mounts than I expected, and then I think in subsequent patches we're getting our existing mounts will be able to fly.
And the
Bombard,
right? The bombard stool, the chair. Yeah, I love that one. I can fly. I feel like it should fly. So, all right, there's another dev blog post.
Well, more.
More.
Churning.
This is the last. This is the last one in the notes, guys. So, stay with us. Bayonne is taking a break from the hustle and bustle of E3. Okay, that was on the 14th. Right now he's screwed. He's over there.
Oh, yeah.
But the Churning Mists, I'm assuming a zone name. This is the zone we've seen before in the benchmark. It's got the giant, I don't know, white cathedral. I don't know what you call that. It's a very cool place. I'm assuming that's a place we have to go and do something. I keep thinking of like a tower. Defunct's Tower or whatever. What's that called in 11?
Yeah, like the
Delphux Tower.
spiry looking thing.
Yeah, I keep thinking about that. So, and then the next picture we talked about quite a bit earlier. It looks like a chocobo statue, but it has holes in it, and I really think those holes look like an ocarina.
Yep.
Right, and they hint at something in the notes.
Yeah,
they
it
say.
says,
Go ahead.
It seems harmless enough and actually quite cute. Maybe I should interact with it. And I can't decide if that is hinting towards it releasing the next picture.
There's a sign on it.
Or if it's going to kill you.
Can you see it? There's a sign. It says blow me.
Blow me.
Wait, you don't see that? Oh, okay.
That must be men's eyes can see that. Oh, and the next picture, I'm excited. This is exactly what I envisioned, guys. They talked about aether currents and how you have to attune to the aether currents, kind of like how you have to attune to aetherites. Aetherites to teleport to them. Aether currents, I'm assuming, to fly around.
To fly.
And
it's the wind current, whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely like Arrow is the white mage spell that's wind based, and this has the same green.
Looks like it, yeah.
Right. So yeah, I'm assuming we have to attune with those. which I'm in favor of.
Definitely.
Then they showed us a very, very pretty. I don't know. Do you guys ever just pan up to the sky and look around?
Yes.
Right.
I used to do that when we had our house in Grid quite often. I'd go sit up on the roof of the Chocobo stable and take pictures of the sky. It was pretty.
Yeah, we apparently have like our own like Milky Way and whatnot, and there's a nice picture of the beautiful stars shining brightly in the churning mists. And then they talk about there's more to see, but it's probably something battle related, and there's a dragoon being attacked by a dragon, which is only natural, right?
I would think so. Yes. It looks like the dragons are winning wherever they're fighting, because damn.
Well, they have been pumping these developer blog posts out daily. I mean, Churning the Mist and the Lights Camera Action Part 2 were the same day on the 14th. And then prior to that, there's been one every day. So while they're at E3, they're still talking about everything. They're getting ready for this E3 stuff on Thursday with the live letter Heavensward Preview Part 2. But in the meantime, they are really pumping out the developers blog info, the more pictures, updates to the Heavensward site. I mean, we're really getting, this is that information overload that we were promised, and we're really getting it right here at the end.
I can barely keep up. All right, we're going to skip over. Let's take shots. I think I already talked about the most popular post, which is, oh my God, I have to finish 2.55. And the answer is yes, sweetie, you do. Happy hour. We have no listener questions. However, we have some fan mail. I think we'll start. I'll let Ruby take the next one for last.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Awesome.
So I was in a T11. I don't really remember how it went, but it wasn't the greatest T11 ever. But not because of this guy. We just didn't have the synergy going. But somebody left in fashion. You know, when a party doesn't go well, somebody
like rage quit after one wipe.
You know, but they didn't like throw their hands up in the air and say you guys suck. I think it was after like the third wipe that somebody wasn't getting it or something. So somebody left, but then I was like, all right, here's my cue. I'm leaving. And as soon as I stepped out, I had a message in my party, and it was too late to respond. And this was from Fizzgig Ufgood from the Behemoth server. I apologize, Fizzgig, that I did not get a chance to talk to you, but he said that he was a fan of the show, and he really liked our podcast and was really happy that we did it, and I did not get a chance to respond to you, and I apologize, my friend. Thank you for listening. If you see us in dungeons or doing anything, even if we're bad, just say just tell us hi. Don't tell us we're bad. We know we're bad, but just say hi. But thanks, Fizzgig. Appreciate you, man.
That is so awesome. That just happened once in a while. And once in a while, we also get an email. I think I'm going to let Kariri, are you prepared to cover this one?
Sure. We got a couple emails from the same gentleman. His name is Scott, and he basically said he wanted to thank us for doing the show, and that our podcast means a lot to him. He said he's very glad that these two decided to keep it going after leaving their previous show, and that he honestly does remind him of old Link Shell members on how your personalities shine on your show. As a very casual player, I've had to hand it to Square for making this more casual friendly. I think they're doing good trying to balance it out for all types of players. Thank you for not bashing us casuals and understanding that not everyone has the time to commit to more hardcore parts of the games. He goes on to talk about how the community is amazing, and he says, thank you for keeping me updated on the news, patch notes, tips, the laughs, and always being a friend I can count on when I'm in need. It was pretty much a fantastic email, and we're so thankful, we're so grateful that we have listeners out there that are enjoying our podcast as much as we're enjoying making it. And so that was to, is it Aegis Maxwell from Midgar Soma.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for the email. We really enjoyed reading it, and it means a lot to all of us.
I didn't realize that well, people listen. no, I know people might listen or download it, but I didn't know people listened for sure. But I just I'm really really touched that first of all, you listen and took the time to talk to us, but everything about your email just really touched me. I agree with you. I'm really really happy that 14 has decided to really roll out content for every type of player. And while we bitch and moan about certain aspects of the game, they are really hitting all the high points for most of the players, right? We might want more housing wards, or we might not enjoy 100%, maybe how the loot works or whatever. But this is an amazing game. And yes, you're right. The community is amazing. There are so many good people in this community on all different servers. And I read about it every day. And there's bad ones too, but honestly, when you have a bad experience, you really have to just say, wow, that sucked, and move on. You can't dwell on it. So, you are so welcome. We love covering the news. We love talking about the patch notes. We love just, talking with each other. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for writing in.
God, this email, these two emails from Aegis hits on so many levels with what we've talked about community. The game is not just a game; it's a game about meeting people. He talks in his previous email, about meeting his wife over Final Fantasy 11. The relationships he's had and has grown because of the game, and the bond that Final Fantasy has made between him and other people. And Final Fantasy has made a bond between many walks of life, between ourselves, us here on the podcast, people that we've met outside of the podcast, within our own server, within our own free company, outside of that to people that we know on Twitter, through the Twitch community, through the Tumblr community, and then beyond that, FanFest, little communities, people we chat with and stuff. But it's one big web of people who love a game, who love the stuff that the feeling that the game provides, because we share this common interest, and that we're able to communicate and share things with each other. So we appreciate you, Aegis Maxwell, for sharing your thoughts and your feelings with us. I know that came from a deep place, so thank you for that. And we love our fans, and we love the fans of Final Fantasy XIV.
What he said.
Sorry, I got a little. I'm kind of sniffling. Okay. Well, thank you so much. It is now closing time, guys. I'm laughing because we're like, can we get a half an hour?
Oh yeah, we were like, this is gonna be like a 30-minute show.
It'll be a short show.
Yeah, right. All we do is talk.
I was going, Ruby, I don't know if we have enough. Maybe we should wait a day and get patch notes.
Yeah, right. If you want a 4-hour episode, stay tuned for the patch notes episode.
Yeah, no
But
kidding.
we try not to do
3-4
2.5-hour episodes for you guys. You're welcome. So there you go.
All right, but it is closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. You can find us on Twitter. Our handle is @GTFFXAV. You can email us at gtffxav@gmail.com. Our recordings can be found on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/gtffxiv, and on iTunes, search for Gather Together or GTFFXAV. Does anyone have any plugs this week? Kariri?
I do. I would like people to send us some more pantsless ward pictures.
Yes.
Yes.
Go on Twitter, post your favorite picture of you or anyone in the game without their pants on in the game. I don't want to see any real pictures, but in the game, pants off, and send it #pantslessward, because we have been having so much fun with that this week. It's such a silly little thing, but it's been the running joke going. So go to Twitter, send a picture without your pants on, #pantslessward. And if you want to say hi to me on Twitter, I am at Kariri Sumasu, KARIRISUMASU.
How about you, Ruby?
You can also say hi to me on Twitter at Rubicon Vale. RUBICONVALE.
And you can find me on Twitter at Yelta Sumasu, YELTASUMASU. All right, guys. It's been a long night. Let's say good night. Good night.
Goodbye.
See you in Heavensward.
See you in Heavensward, yeah.
Bye.